U.S. small business lending activity is now at its highest level in over 3 years. This despite recent evidence of a very weak U.S. economy. Here with the latest Thomson Reuters PayNet Small Business Lending Index is Bill Phelan, president of PayNet. So Bill, I'm confused. I thought the economy was on life support, but your numbers tell a different story.
Yeah, Dan, this latest release, it confirms an improving small business economy, and it also signals underlying strength in the U.S. economy. Our loan index this month is at 96.8. That's a 25% increase year over year. So we're seeing a very strong signal that there's underlying strength in the small business economy and in the U.S. economy from this latest release.
So, help me out with my confusion here. How can your data come in so strong when so many of the other indicators we've been seeing, ISM, GDP, others, show that we're barely avoiding a contraction in GDP?
Right. And Dan, I think what we're seeing in some of these revisionist macroeconomic statistics is just a restatement of what had happened in the past. And as you recall, Dan, in some of the earlier releases this year of our loan index, the Small Business Lending Index, we were very cautious and we really didn't see a lot of underlying strength in the small business economy nor in the U.S. economy from the loan index. In fact, in the first quarter of 2011, the loan index was actually lower than it was in the fourth quarter of 2010. So I think those revisionist macroeconomic stats that we're seeing right now are just an indication that the economy really was not as strong as it had appeared to be at the time. And I think the Small Business Lending Index actually supported that at the time. This latest release is, I think, confirmation of the improving small business economy. We saw that the June jump was 5% over May. So on a seasonally adjusted basis, a 5% month-to-month increase is extremely strong. And Dan, the index was strong across all industry sectors. It wasn't just one or two industry sectors or a few outliers. We went in and looked at the data right before this interview, and we could see that this was a broad-based increase across all industry sectors and across all lenders and lender types. So the numbers are real, and I think it's just reinforcing the fact that the small business economy is improving, and we can see that. The data tells us that. But we can also infer from this, since small business makes up such a big part of U.S. GDP, that the underlying factors in the U.S. economy are probably stronger than we think, actually.
So I guess the takeaway is we should be optimistic for a second half rebound, but also let's look to the quality of the risk profile in small businesses. We saw the delinquency rate down, and you guys have also just completed your quarterly risk outlook.
That's right, and we see, again, just continued strength and improvement in the small business economy. The moderate loan delinquencies are something we track every month, and we can see that those fell again, and now we're at the lowest moderate loan delinquencies since 2005. So this is the 17th consecutive improvement, lowering of moderate loan delinquencies, and so it's been a year-and-a-half run of just improving asset quality. When you look at severe loan delinquencies, you see the same story. The severe loan delinquencies improved by 7 basis points, and now they're at the lowest level since 2006. So asset quality is improving for small business loans across the board. And then finally, we also track 180-day loan delinquency. These are loans that are severely delinquent, and even those improved by 2 basis points from 0.75, I believe, to 0.73. So it's an across-the-board improvement in asset quality for small business loans, and that really indicates that small businesses are they've gotten their financial houses in order, their balance sheets are in very good shape, and they're prepared for some robust growth.
All right, Bill, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much. That was Bill Phelan from PayNet. I'm Dan Burns. This is Reuters.